Okay, now we're on lesson 4. We're still on unit 1, okay? And this time we're understanding the meaning of division, okay, which is the opposite of multiplication, right? Okay. Says, what is going on when you divide numbers? Well, let's see. It says when you divide, okay, you separate a number of items, okay, into equal sized groups. Okay. So an example right here they have says, suppose you have a total of 6 socks, right? One way you could divide the socks is to make 3 groups, okay, and put 2 socks in each one. So they basically just made 3 groups and then put 2 socks in each one. Or we can make 2 groups and put how many socks in each one? 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That gives me 6. But wait a minute. When I have socks, do they come in threes or pairs? They come in pairs. So this would be a better diagram. Okay. It says there are 6 socks in all. There are 3 groups, and there are 2 socks in each group. That's what happens. Okay, you can use division to find the number in each group. Okay. So right now we're talking about cookies. Okay, it says when you know the total and the number of groups, you can divide to find how many to put in each group. So example, look at Jake. Jake has how many cookies? 8. So he has 8 of them. Okay, and 2 plates. So this is what he has right here so far. Okay, there are 8 cookies in all. Okay, and how many groups are there? How many groups does he have? It says right here. It says 2 groups. Okay, he puts the same number of cookies in each plate. So what I like to do is I like to use tallies, so and put one in each one until I'm done with all my cookies. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I just divided all my cookies into two groups on 2 plates. And how many cookies on each plate? 4. He's got this group and this group. Okay, he puts the same number of cookies on each plate, 8 divided by 2. Okay, it tells you how many cookies Jake puts on each plate. So there are 4 cookies on each plate. Okay. So he started off by having 2 groups, just like this. And then he took each individual cookie and then just put each one until he was done. And he wound up with 4 cookies in each plate. It says you can use division to find the number of groups. Okay, it says when you know the total, so here's my total right here. And it says she ties them into groups of 3. So I need to make groups of 3. Here's one group. Here's another group of 3. 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 Okay, and then I just count how many groups I have, right? In this case, there are 5 groups of 3 balloons. So when you know the total number, okay, and when you know the total and the number in each group, you can divide to find how many groups you have. Right? So Missy has 15 balloons. She ties them into groups of 3. So like I said, here's one group. Here's another group of 3. Another group of 3. Another group of 3. Another group of 3. And she has 5 groups. Okay. The way you set this up, the division sentence is 15 divided by 3. Okay. Will tell me how many in each group. So the answer to the division problem is how many groups I have. Okay. 15 is the total balloons that I have. Okay. The divided by 3, which is how many in each group, right? Okay, and then the answer is how many groups I have. That's how that works. Okay. So here's some more examples that we have. And so study the example problem showing equal groups and unequal groups. All right. They solve problems 1 through 6. Okay. So look at our example. Caroline has how many keys? 12. Yes, 12. It says right there. Caroline has 12 keys. She has 3 keychains. Okay. So that would be groups. She has 3 groups. Okay. In this case, they're not really groups; they're just keychains, right? It says she puts the same number of keys on each keychain. Okay. Caroline puts 4 keys on each keychain. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we can understand what the problem. Now we can answer the questions that we have at the bottom. Right? All right. Let's go ahead and do that then. So it says Danny puts his keys on keychains. Okay. There are how many keys does Danny have altogether? Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, he's got 8 keys. Okay. And how many groups are there?
2, 3.
Okay, whoa, hold on. I'm looking right here. I'm looking at this. So how many keys are how many groups are there? Julian? How many groups? Yeah, 4. Just wait for everybody to participate. 4 groups. Okay. These group of keychains goes with these problems right here. Okay. This group of keychains goes with this problem down here. Okay. So there are how many keys in each group? 2. That's all he wanted for you to do. All right. Let's move that up. Now it says Mary puts her keys on keychains. Now I'm looking at this group right here. I'm looking at this group right here, or this set of groups. Okay. How many keys do they have altogether?
15.
Yep, 15. How many groups or how many keychains? 3, or there's 3 groups, right? And how many in each group? 5. So my division sentence would be 15 divided by 3 equals 5. Okay. If I had 15 divided by 5 equals 3, if I had that, that means I would have, I would have 5 groups, okay, with 3 each. Okay, totally different than what this is. Okay, but I don't have that, now do I? So I'm looking at number 3, right? It says Rita has 10 pins. All right. Then it says she puts them in 2 what? 2 boxes. Each box has the same number of pins. Draw Rita's pins in the 2 boxes. So I'm going to use a square or rectangle or whatever as a box. Okay. And it says to draw Rita's pins in each box, right? And how many pins does she have total? 10. I'm just going to start one at a time and go back and forth. Okay. Watch. I'm going to go. Let me change the color. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I use all 10? Yes. I needed to divide them. I needed to divide all her 10 pins into 2 groups and make sure that I put one. Each group had to have the same amount. Okay, the same amount. Could I have done this? Could I have done that? No, because even though there's 10, it's not an equal group, is it? Okay, but you did notice that I actually put a pin in each group one at a time until I got 10. Okay, and that's it. Because all it said was to do what? Draw Rita's pins in the two boxes. I'm done. Check it out. This is what you should have. Your drawing already, right? Okay. Well, look at your drawing in problem 3, which we did already. How many pins are in each box? Wait. Listen carefully to the answer. Somebody else said 10. How many pins are in each box? 5 only. She has 10 altogether, but only 5 only. Okay? It says, explain how you would find the answer to problem 4 without using your drawing. So if I didn't have a drawing, how would I find it? Division sentence, yes, I could do this. I have 10 divided by, and we said there were how many groups? 2, right? Equals, and then something. I could use that. Yes, and you could just say that I would divide 10 into 2. Divided by 2, that would give me 5. Okay. What's the opposite of multiplication? I mean, of division? I just said it. What's the opposite of division? Multiplication. Okay. So what I could do is, how many groups does she have? 2 times whatever, right? Equals 10. So 2 times what gives me 10? 5. I would use that. Okay. When I'm dividing, I know the total already, right? And I know how many groups I have, correct? So then I would make my groups first. Okay. And then I'm going to divide those 10 pins into each group, but I'm going to do it one at a time, right? So 1 pin here, then here. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm done. Does it mean that I need to put 10 pins on each one? No, it does not say that. Again, does it mean that I put 10 pins on each one? No, it doesn't.